Day we are together again. On the day we are together again, I will pull you in close like a hoop with no end. On the day we are together again, we will share the same table again. We will share the same table again. I will pass you the salt, the candlelight will bend when we share the same table again. We will walk around the block hand in hand. We will walk around the block hand in hand. We will stop for a snack at the taco truck stand when we walk around the block hand in hand. Someday we will go back to work. Someday we will go back to work. May we be among people who respect our work. Someday we will go back to work. I will write you a letter for now. I will write you a letter for now. Hope is a message that survives somehow. I will write you a letter for now. I will help the strangers I meet. I will help the strangers I meet. It is possible to get back on our feet. I will help the strangers I meet. To the healers who keep us alive. To the healers who keep us alive. A toast to your courage, knowledge and light. To the healers who keep us alive. And the ones we love who are gone. And the ones we love who are gone. We remember the stories and we sing the songs for the ones we love who are gone. And on the day we are together.
You said obviously no Dawn's there, but like the mother and all those other people, are they still cooperating?
No, they're not cooperating right now. They have attorneys.
After crews have found no trace of the child. But tonight, News Channel 5's Nick Barris with an exclusive look at how authorities investigate these cases from behind the scenes, especially when foul play may be involved.
Children never found. You need to go no further than the high-profile Joe Clyde Daniels case. His father was convicted of murder, but the boy's remains were never found. The question many asking now, what is the fate of Summer Wells? It's been 36 long days since the 5-year-old was reported missing from her home in Hawkins County, Tennessee. That is a long time for a missing child.
The longer you go, it is less likely that you're going to have a successful recovery. About 1% of children survive longer than 24 hours. And so we're hoping that Summer Wells is going to be that 1%er. She's going to be a 1%er.
Margie Quinn headed up the state's Amber Alert program for 11 years before leaving the TBI, and she is an expert in human trafficking. She's not involved in the Wells investigation, but she's followed it and knows abduction is a strong possibility, but not likely for human trafficking.
That's always the public's first thought, is they've been abducted and trafficked. People who are going to traffic young people are not going to abduct them. It brings too much attention.
The Summer Wells case has been highly publicized. If she were to suddenly show up on an internet site, people would know. She's not there. So what are the TBI and FBI currently doing?
I think in any case like that, especially where they've had, 800-900 different leads, and you've got to look at every possible angle.
Jeremy Lofquest is a TBI special agent in charge working abductions and human trafficking. Sources have told News Channel 5 it now appears unlikely Wells just wandered off, or bloodhounds certainly would have found something. So the focus shifts more to foul play. Agent Lofquest is not directly involved with the Wells case, but says it is being handled like other similar missing child cases.
You look at all the relationships, you look at all the circumstances there at the beginning, or what you think's the beginning, and follow the timeline.
That includes questioning parents, siblings, relatives, everyone close to the child, or those who live nearby.
Neighbors are going to be interviewed. Sex offenders in the area are going to be interviewed. Anybody with a likelihood to have committed this kind of crime.
It's all been done, and still, after more than a month.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all for joining me. Today is November 25th, 2023. It is 7:56 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. It's good to see you all in chat. Thank you all so much for joining me. It's not going to be a real long live, but there's some things I wanted to discuss. And that is what I just played there was very interesting. And this was at day 35 when, the news reports said, they're starting to look closer to I guess, it said, what did the quote say? Closer to people around Summer. And it also states that, yeah, hey there. You're what? Sorry, I was reading something. I got distracted. So yeah, anywho, that's that. It also says that trafficking is highly unlikely, because traffickers generally don't want the attention on them. And to be honest with you, they're not, in my opinion, going to go way far off the interstate on a dead-end road with someone who you don't know who lives up on the mountain or not. So it is highly, highly unlikely. If you have the link to that news report handy, could you drop it in chat, please? I don't have it handy, Why Crime, but I can email it to you. Just email me and then I'll email it back to you. I can send you a link to it. So it's just highly, highly unlikely. That was a current TBI agent and a former TBI agent saying that wasn't a YouTuber, nothing like that. These are real former TBI and current TBI agents. Brandy is in here. Hello, Brandy. I was talking to Brandy before, and she was, they do lie detectors on everyone. If a kid, your kid comes up missing, it's just part of the job. However, with Brandy, they did two different types of lie detector tests. One being the standardized version, as the lie detector test. The other one, which I want to talk about today, is an eye. Hold on one second. An eye type of lie detector test, and a lie detector test. The ocular is what it's called, lie detector test. It is not based upon the polygrapher, how it interprets. It's either you pass or you fail. It's not undetermined per se. It's you pass or you fail. And I thought we could talk a little bit about those. Yeah. So, hey, it's me, Jen. Thank you so much, my dear. I appreciate you. It's very kind of you. Thank you so much. Uh, so there is a voice one. I don't know if that one is as accurate. I couldn't tell you, to be quite honest with you. The ocular lie detector test has been out approximately 7 years, maybe 10 years. Highly accurate as well. Um, I know people has came to me in the last like day or two and said that uh, Candace was trying to get her results, or they wanted her to do another test. And I think it would be a good thing if, she would, she claims to be innocent. I think that would be a great thing for her to do, um, a new lie detector test, particularly an ocular one for her and Don. I think that would be great. I want to play this.
If the eye truly is the window to the soul, then is it possible to invent a technology that can tell whether or not this soul is being truthful or dishonest? For years, the words polygraph and lie detector have been synonymous. The FBI has used the polygraph since 1939. No other viable, proven solution to detect deception has emerged to join the polygraph until now. In 2002, two scientists from the University of Utah wondered if changes in eye movements and pupil size while reading and answering questions about a crime would reveal deception. They asked themselves, would changes in cognitive load affect the eye in such a way that we can capture those changes and be as accurate as the polygraph in predicting whether or not someone is being deceptive?
So, when we are speaking, telling the truth, telling lies, it is a physical manifestation that there are, we don't consciously, uh, know. Is the No, there is no lie detector in court that I'm aware of. Uh, However, this seems to be a much better type of polygraph.
Thus, the idea for the world's first ocular motor deception test was born. In addition, various research studies cited in dissertations, a peer-reviewed article in a major psychology magazine, and field tests validated the effectiveness of this new deception detection technology, now known as iDetect. To bring this product to the market, a company, Converis, was formed.
iDetect truly is a revolutionary lie detection technology. It detects deception through a detailed analysis of the behavior of the individual's eyes. Across a series of field validation studies, iDetect correctly classified deceptive and truthful examinees with 85% accuracy. iDetect is ideal for efficiently and accurately screening potential
85% accuracy is better than standardized, from what I understand. Also, this is an older video. It has gotten much better over the last
hires
7 to 10 years.
and periodically screening current employees for lying, stealing, accepting bribes, using drugs, and/or divulging confidential company information. It's also ideal for organizations who do polygraph testing who want to offer an additional valuable service. iDetect works in 3 simple steps. First, the subject sits down in front of a computer and answers a series of true and false questions. Second, the information from the test is captured, encrypted, and uploaded to a secure server in the cloud. And third, proprietary algorithms interpret the data and provide a report with a credibility index score. The ease of use and iDetect's high accuracy make it an invaluable tool for helping prevent crime and fraud in your workplace. But more importantly, it helps preserve a culture of honesty and integrity. Never before have companies and governmental organizations had access to a deception detection tool this powerful.
iDetect is the new deception detection technology you've been waiting for. Finally, a cost-effective, accurate method for quickly
Okay, and I want to show you guys a video, the lie detector versus the iDetect as well. They use these all the time. Now, Hawkins County does not do lie detector test. It is TBI or FBI as well. So
I'm Bill Evans. I own Polytech Incorporated. We have an office in Cleveland, Ohio, and Akron as well. I teach at the University of Akron. I'm also a licensed lawyer in the state of Ohio. Polygraph has a level of subjectivity and objectivity associated with it. So in a polygraph examination, it's the examiner's opinion based on chart analysis and hand scoring, coupled with use of algorithms to make an ultimate determination as to whether that person being tested is truthful or not.
so they don't just you know, start asking you questions. They, you know, test you before, you know, so they can
iDetect,
what's the word I'm looking for? A standard on if you're lying or not. It's not the word I'm looking for, but
totally objective in the sense that the examiner has no input in the ultimate decision.
baseline. Thank you,
So
Jesse.
the algorithm ends up making the call on the person being tested for either truthfulness or deception. The researchers have established certain cutoffs for a person who's to be identified as being truthful or not. Those cutoffs are done based on independent studies and research behind the scenes that I, as an examiner, have no input in. So the subjects that are being tested for that accuracy then are identified by the researcher's back office, if you will, all right, not by the examiner who's actually doing the test. The interest,
Because with standard polygraph test, generally, well, I mean, not generally, it's based upon, you know, the person, the polygraph person who has given you the test. It's based upon whether they think you're lying, you know, on your baseline. So it's it's not like that. It's you pass, you don't pass. So it already has it in the algorithm.
interesting thing about that is with a polygraph examination and a result that I make a conclusion on, I can then go and evaluate that person with the subjectivity of polygraph / objectivity, and then the total objectivity with iDetect, and then provide my end user, if you will, my client, my attorney that I'm doing testing for, my police department that wants the exam conducted, with an opinion of polygraph, and then a separate opinion entirely of total objectivity with iDetect.
Yeah, so I think that is a great option. You know, I mean, when Michael first went missing, they, Brandy and Tyler and all of them, they had to do both types of testing, and that's it's a great option. Um, And, if they're wanting her to do another polygraph, why not? Why not? Right? Why not? So just thought that was interesting. By the way, guys, tomorrow, make sure you hit your reminder for the interview room with Chris, because Dr. Gary is going to be on there again tomorrow. He said he was coming back. He did. And going to be talking more about the Summer Wells case. And someone asked just a moment ago if like they measured your blood pressure with this. No. What you do is you put your chin, the ones that I have seen, you put your chin right here, and you they ask a question and it does it. So yeah, it's going to be really good. Oh, I missed that. What did I? So it does establish a baseline? Yes. It takes about 30 minutes, from what I understand, to establish the baseline. Why another one if she passed? Good question. Daily, thank you so much, my love, for the membership. You are a sweetie patootie. Indecisively indecisive. Hello, dear. It's good to see you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you as always. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving, y'all, as well. So, yeah, interesting, right? I don't really have a huge amount to talk about tonight. There was some. Oh, someone noticed this in a video. I want to know if you guys think, like, because even TBI agents, they can we show sometimes emotions and we don't even realize we show emotions, right? Lisa Liza, is it Lisa Liza, right? Your Summary Monsters on the Hill was a masterpiece documentary. Don's depravity. Never take it down, please. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. That makes it all worth. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. So what a nice compliment. I want to show y'all this. And do you think Leslie was saying something with this? Just, it's of course speculation and opinion. This right here, I want to be very clear with this. Thank you again, Lisa.
Her house. The following day, an Amber Alert was issued.
It's coming.
Anybody else?
Watch Leslie when they're asking questions.
When this first came out, you guys said that Summer was last seen walking away from her home. That was like one of the initial reports that night. And then things kind of. When this first came out, you guys said that Summer was last seen walking away from her home. That was like one of the initial reports that her house. When this first came out, you guys said that Summer was last seen walking away from her home. That was like one of the initial. Anybody else? When this first came out, you guys said that Summer was last seen walking away from her home.
It's so the reporter is saying when this first came out that Summer was walking away from her home. And Leslie goes, no. So I thought that was interesting. She's just like shaking her head. And she watched it again.
When this first came out, you guys said that Summer was last seen walking away from her home. That was like one of the initial.
I love Leslie. Like, I think she is the greatest. When you could tell Leslie was emotional about the Summer Wells case. Like, by I think like day 9, when they did a report. You know, it was like, I think it was one of their last pressers that they did. You could tell she was so discouraged. And she's just a good-hearted soul. Hey, Muscles. Good to see you. Hey, Lip Lock. You could tell. Yeah, I thought that was just interesting. Hold on, give me a couple seconds here. There was one I wanted to talk about with Grandis. I've got too many videos pulled up is the problem. Let me see if this is it. Nope, that one's not it. Just give me a second, y'all. I apologize. Oh, I pray I did not. What did I do with it? Oh, Jesus, Mary. I apologize, people. I apologize. Where are you, Grandis? Okay, here you are, Sheriff Blossom and Grandma. Okay, I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Here we go. For the replay crew, links are in the description.
Wells has been in jail for abuse. Nothing came up of conversations with him in the jail that led you guys back out here.
No, absolutely not. He's not even been talked to about the case.
I want to get to Grandis is what
It's so disrespectful to this young girl, Summer Wells.
Oh shit, this isn't the one. Where is it at? God. Sheriff Lawson. Okay. Let me exit out of this, y'all. I apologize. I've got way too much open here. Okay, here it is. Here we go.
The FBI, my officers, we give 100% effort on this case. No stones left unturned, and we're not done yet.
Mr. Lawson stated that Candace and the whole family is lawyered up. I can't speak for Donnie, and I know Candace hasn't because she's told me she hasn't, and I have not.
Well, I mean, you're clearly not cooperating with them.
You said obviously no Don's there, but like the mother and all those other people, are they still cooperating?
No, they're not cooperating right now. They have attorneys.
I mean, I'm certainly going to believe the sheriff over Candace and Don and Grandis.
Law enforcement wants to talk to me. TBI wants to talk to me. They have my phone number. They know when I
Would is that sound like someone who wants or willingly, actively trying to search? Does that sound like family members? They've gotten my number. It's not like I would be bothered to call them. Not cooperating. Oh my God. You could, you know, like PG says, I would be down there baking them cookies. Not calling and checking on updates. Exactly, Chloe. Exactly. Sounds like someone who wants to be left alone. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. So when Ronnie says they're not cooperating, well, that means we have to reach out to you and you're probably not going to do crap anyways because they know, they don't have to speak technically. But why would innocent people not be cooperating with their daughters, their granddaughters investigation? Bingo whistle. You couldn't shut me up. You couldn't.
I leave this date, they know when I'm here. They have not contacted me since the YouTubers were down here in the driveway. And we
Yeah, they'll call for someone down at the bottom of the hill, but damn, they're not going to call for their missing daughter.
asked them about trespassing.
Amazing.
Candace and I got up that morning. She come out and took me into the ER because my leg was messing up on me. And we were afraid something was.
Hey, did y'all hear that door slam?
Took me into the ER because my leg was messing up on me.
Grandis's head.
We were afraid something was wrong with.
Film around this side. Now around this side. Now around this side.
Listen to the sound of that fucking door, people.
PG always says it like it is. I laugh every time I hear that. Listen to that sound of that fucking door. But it just shows you in two circumstances right here, which the volume is low on this recording.
Took me into the ER because my leg was messing up on me. And we were afraid something was.
Because what? That's a natural reaction. That is a natural reaction. You hear something around you, something, around your home, you look. It's just what it is. And I'm telling you, someone that's trying to kidnap a kicking, screaming, scared child, I'm sure there's going to be some noise. You don't know if the door was open or closed. Can't remember. One day you say it's open, the next day you say it's closed, the next day you say you don't remember. You didn't hear any brush, sticks breaking or anything going down the hill, nothing firing up, a car, a motorcycle, a horse and buggy, anything, nothing at all. Boy, that is so interesting, because I'm telling you something, any one of you who's been to Ben Hill Road knows that the only thing you hear there is birds and crickets. It is dead silent. Silent. You'll hear some dogs barking when you first get out, but that's it, because you're in the middle of nowhere. You're literally in the middle of nowhere. Thanks, Jen. So, yeah, Grandis, she just told on herself right there. That door shut. It's complete BS.
What's wrong with my knee? I have a knee replacement. And she was worried that there was something wrong with it. And she took me into the hospital. And I ended up getting a shot for it to get rid of the pain. And they prescribed me medication to take to get the swelling down out of my knee and around my knee because it was inflamed. And then we waited around for my prescription. Summer went swimming that day at the horse stables.
This is where she says at the horse stable, I believe. But she says we went to the pharmacy. It's complete steps. You can just tell the way she goes from this to Summer.
Prescription. Summer went swimming that day. Then we waited around for my prescription. Summer went swimming that day.
You hear it? Waited for my prescription. Same breath. Summer went swimming that day. totally rehearsed, in my opinion. Oh, where did she go swimming?
At the horse stables, I believe it was.
Had to think there, didn't you, Grandis? Had to think there. Had to think where your granddaughter went. You was supposed to be with her, right? I don't think you was with her. I think you was at 110, in my opinion. 110. It is interesting that her daughter Rose did not want her mother around her children. Mm-hmm. Summer went missing that day, not any other day, right? Did she go swimming? Well, I mean, you can tell she's thinking. Watch.
On my knee. And around my knee. Because it was inflamed. And then we waited around for
Thinking.
my prescription. Summer went swimming that day.
Think.
At the horse stables, I believe it was.
Yeah, she had to think. She's thinking real hard. Don't want to mess this up.
And then we come back and I went in my camper, and after we brought my groceries in for me, and the boys helped with that, and of course Summer. And I laid down and went to sleep, and I got up and I was sitting in my doorway.
Okay, so she said after that, she laid down, went to sleep, and then she gets up and she's sitting in her doorway. Such a rehearsed.
And we come out and
hear those dogs? Hear those puppies?
Candace asked me what I was doing. I said, well, we got to transplant these little cactuses into bigger pots. And we did that.
Because listen, I have a greenhouse, right? Truthfully, I love cactus and succulents. I love all and tropical plants and all that. Trust me, why would you so big about getting a cactus in the ground? You can have a cactus outside of dirt for months and it'll live. We got to get these, cactus and succulents planted, and let's just grow some weeds while we're at it. No. Nope.
That, and then Summer come in and had a piece of peppermint, which is her favorite, and
I believe that peppermint came from Sonic, in my opinion.
then she went in. She said, Mama, I want to go play with the boys. Candy walked her back to the house, and
Do you believe that? Do you think, why would you walk her back to the house? Yes, guys, please hit the thumbs up if you don't mind. I would appreciate it. Planted into different tubs. Yeah. Why would you walk her back to the house? Grandis is on one side of the driveway. You're on the other side of the driveway. The front door is open. Probably to air it out. But the front door is open. So why would you do that? I have a green. Yeah. I mean, they may have wanted to, sell their place on Ben Hill and, make the outside look good, right? No, it's not what they're doing.
she asked the boys to keep an eye on her, and that's the last time I seen her.
Bingo. They leave the kids home all day long and walk Summer to the house from the camper. No, that didn't happen. Great point, Jesse. Great point. I'm this helicopter mom, right? Helicopter mom. But, I will give that she will give the kids, alcohol and, let them without a what is it, a flotation device, right? She'll hook them up with vapes and cigarettes and everything else. But I'm going to walk you literally less than 40 feet. Didn't work. And then listen, this is what Grandis says. And look, she puts her face up like,
She asked the boys to keep an eye on her, and that's the last time I seen her.
Tell me when you first.
God, if looks could kill. She looks angry there. H said she's a kind of an old, she's, a little rough. Why are you going to walk Summer to the house to make sure she gets in the house, but they always have to tell the boys to go check on their sister when she's outside playing? Great point. Great point. Great point. Don says, we cuss them and we cuss them. We cuss them and we cuss them. But Summer's outside playing, right? No.
First realized that Summer was missing, what was going through your mind, and what was it like here?
To be blunt, it was hell. I mean, and I apologize, I'm blunt. As everybody knows, I have a missing daughter. She's been gone for 12 years. And all I could say is, oh God, not again. And I couldn't do nothing.
I mean, when Summer first went missing, I mean, Don and Candace and apparently Grandis, they knew immediately she was abducted, which would not be anyone's first thought. Oh God, they're hiding. Oh God, she got off the hill. Not that someone took her off of a dead end road in the middle of nowhere. That wouldn't be it. Wouldn't be it. So Grandis is saying the first thing she thought is, oh God, not again. Okay.
Cry. And we yelled for her, and we yelled for her, and yelled for her. And we could not find her. Candy was in hysterics. And we never did find her. She called 911 and
Yeah, why couldn't you do nothing? I mean, if your child, your grandchild, a child around you goes missing, the first thing you're going to do is, go into action, right? You're not going to just say, can't do nothing about it. We'll yell. We'll send the kids over the hill, which we'll get to that.
called Donnie, and we sent the boys down over the hill, and I stood in front of over by the edge there and watched them. And was praying to God every minute that nobody would take them.
This is the mother lode of the interview. This comment right here. That says what she is saying right there is that she sent the boys over the hill, and at that moment they were praying to God that nobody would take them. So either you had to know the person who took Summer, otherwise you're not going to instantly think someone took your child. That is not what you're going to think. And if it is, and you still send 3 children over the hill, well, you are as neglectful as they come. We're going to send the 3 boys over the hill, and we're just going to sit up here and pray. What? You were just going to sit up here and pray to God that, they don't take them either. I mean, what kind of buffoonery is this? Yeah, all three of y'all go over the hill. Your sister might have just been kidnapped. She might have been just kidnapped. Y'all go ahead, honeys. It makes no sense. Exactly. Because it's bullshit. It's just bullshit. But Candace said she went off that hill so fast something would fly or something like that. So, what is it? I mean, if I was a kid, young, and they told me to go over the hill, my sister may have just been kidnapped, I would have been scared. I would have been scared as a kid. What, some stranger just took my sister? She, in like, 2 to 5 minutes? Mm-mm. And the boys say the last time they saw her was where? At the swing. And Candace says in that interview, the one that took her 13 days to get in front of a camera, that one, that I know someone wouldn't take her by her swing, and she's sitting outside and she points with her head by her swing. It makes more sense that if someone came up on that hill, Summer would have been playing outside, right? But you guys were already outside when that happened, according to your story. So it's just a bunch of things that don't make sense. And if a lot of secrecy around, not another word on what happened that day in the last 2.5 years. Justin, don't forget they told the boys to take their pocket knives with them going to the creek. Dana, yes, I remember something like that. Poor kids, man. Poor kids. I'm so glad the boys are safe and have security and feels secure and loved and clean. Pocket knives and walkie-talkies. Yeah. So that's what, yeah, I mean, that even opens up more BS. Hold on. Your sister's been missing 2 to 5 minutes. Let me give you these pocket knives. Let me give you these walkie-talkies. Go ahead, go down the hill, honeys. Don didn't pick up boys because JSB and Blue Roof Don was down there and they didn't know it, and they seen Don messed up their plans. Yup. The boys are being tricked in my opinion, yes. In my opinion, yes. So Grandis puts herself on scene of Summer's disappearance. Well, she's was saying, Candace basically starts screaming, where's Summer, where's Summer? Them boys never went down there to look for Summer. I mean, they were down at the creek. They were down at the creek at some point. but I mean, I think it was just your sister's missing, go look for her, not that she was kidnapped. Do you know if the boys said they saw her at the swing before or after? The only thing that I am aware of is that they said that was the last place they saw her, which is a very interesting point. I know what you're getting at there. It's an interesting point. They made the boys feel guilty of Summer's disappearance, but they insist Summer could have ever wandered off. Boys, yeah, it's really sad. It's very sad.
And there was no sign of her.
Do you believe that someone took Summer, or do you believe that she wandered off? What do you believe happened?
I believe somebody took her. I know people say it doesn't happen, but it does happen. It happens in small towns. It happens in big towns. It happens in the country. And
It's statistically, it's less than 1% of a stranger abduction. It is normally someone in the home or someone that knows them, a neighbor, someone that has a reason. Now, she says it happens in the city, big towns and small towns, and it happens in the country. It's way more likely to happen in the city or the suburbs where there is a sidewalk, a kid is walking to school, they're waiting at the bus stop. That is a crime of opportunity. Summers, in my opinion, would not be a crime of opportunity. I know people says it is. There is a creator too out there that says that it could be a crime of opportunity. A crime of opportunity is you're just driving down the kidnapper's just driving down the road, and then they see a child and no one around it. Are you okay, Daly? Is she okay? All right, honey. Um, that is, a crime of opportunity. A crime of opportunity is not driving, this random stranger, which the FBI card team says there is absolutely no sign of a stranger abduction. We're talking about the FBI here. And so, someone, going up a dead end road, well, there's only one way out and one way in. When that person tries to abduct a child, a stranger tries to abduct a child, whether it is successful for them or unsuccessful for them, they have to get out of there quick. And they want to know every way out. Every way out as possible. They have to gun it, right? So there's one way in and one way out. Curse, thank you 2 months on the mission for Summer's Truth. Amen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my dear. I appreciate you. Yes, thank you for your support. They need to be close by their vehicle. They're not going to, run up a hillside, a mountain, while adults are out in the middle of the daytime and go in a house. It doesn't. I'll wait. It's way too big of a risk. On narrow roads, yes. Why did Dawn go to the shed first? Very interesting question. Very interesting question. Dawn always retreats to a shed. That's what he does. If the FBI says no abduction, then it's obviously it is not abduction. Where is Summer? And I just showed you where current TBI and former TBI says that a stranger, or child T, they don't just do these risky kidnappings like this. That is not how they work. They don't want the eyes on them at all. That's not how trafficking works. It's just not. They usually lure people in, usually slowly through, by the parents, whether like they'll, get the parents hooked on drugs and they have kids and they take the kids, and it's not at all the way we think. In the public's eye, we think, oh, well, this person is kidnapped, must be trafficking. That is not how trafficking generally works. They don't want those eyes on them. They don't want to get caught like that. So, do I think they could have sold her? I mean, anything is possible. Anything is possible. I don't think so. Personally, I don't think so. Doesn't mean it's not possible. People can and do sell their children, but why did I do that? But I don't think that's likely in this case, in my opinion.
I believe somebody took.
Yeah, all I want to happen in my life right now is to bring my sweet daughter Summer back home, safe and sound. And my boys to come back home where they belong. That's what I wish more than life itself. You know, you can love somebody and not be in love with somebody all at the same time. And then to a lot of people, I know there's going to be a lot of haters that's going to be hating on me, but it's okay. I can handle it.
Do I think, where'd that comment go? Do I think Jose had answers to this? No, not at all. Not at all. Jose was not even close. Not even close. And trust me, Jose called several times after YouTube thing started up, and he was very upset, like crying, talking to agents and detectives and all that, and they said, Jose, please, if we need you for anything, we'll call you. But no. Jose was not a perfect person, that is for sure, but had absolutely nothing, zero, to do with this. Oh, Canvas, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships, my love. Good to see you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hey, Pickle Toes. She can handle it, but when... Justin, can you make sense of them saying Summer scent went down the trail? She lived there. She had just planted flowers. Wouldn't the dogs go everywhere? from the way I understand it, it's usually the freshest scent. I'm probably not the best equipped of talking about scents and stuff like that, so I would refer you to someone like I can't think of his name right now. Equisearch. Sorry, guys. My mind goes blank a lot. You'll notice that I have limes, and it messes. Sometimes it's like my mind just goes blank. Don Candace looked different here. This threw me. This was when Don was in jail. This is when Don was in jail. When law enforcement says everyone is still a suspect, they mean they're. Well, I mean, technically everyone is still a suspect. Now, does it mean you're a suspect? I'm a suspect? No. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. That would be rather ridiculous in my opinion. I would think it would mean people around the area that, Ben Hill related in that community would be suspects. However, you gotta look at the probability, the background, the parents not cooperating in their daughter's investigation. Their story makes no sense. Don says they've knocked his doors down 8 times. Well, have they knocked down any other one's doors 8 times? Have they pulled Jody Sue's dash from her car? Have they pulled Fred's dash from his car? Have they knocked down Fred's camper, Jody Sue's camper, anything like that? Have they done that on anyone else? No. Because you got to have a reason to do that. And it seems like they don't have enough reason to be pulling out Fred's dash of his car, to be pulling out, searching through someone's home around there. You got to have, probable cause. And there is just not that in anyone else other than what we have seen of Don and Candace. Where Summer, that was very. I think they did the same thing to Summer as the. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But all I know is, whether that. I don't think personally that they're related. However, I guess anything is possible at the end of the day. But I will say it's so rare for a person to go missing and not be found in one family, and it's extraordinarily rare that 2 people go missing and neither one of them be unfound. I remember Don said in an interview that the exact same thing happened to Rose this summer. I don't know. My biggest question about all this, why do Don say that they had just got Summer back? I don't know. Don says quite a bit of things. He says quite a bit of things. Let me find this. There's a lot of slip ups. My number one, and has pretty much always been my number one, is Don. Don has way too many in his background, the things that he has been accused of, the things he has admitted to, and the things we have police reports on. And he slips up quite a bit.
Okay, I'm not understanding what you're saying. Can you?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, just the time that you called her that day. About what time was that?
Like how far in between calls between you and her having that call when she's picking up prescriptions to she's calling you saying Summer's missing? Do you know how long?
Yeah, I honestly can't say, but I remember. Only thing that I can remember, it was thinking, well, I might as well just work late because they're busy doing other things, and there's no point in me going home because I don't want to go home and sit there by myself. So I figured I'd just work late that day.
You work late? Why are you working late? It's not even late. It was 11:30 in the morning, Don. Look at this. Look at this. Per H, Candace Bly arrives at Allie's house and H's house with Summer. Had to have been like around 11 or 10. I think at least 10 because I was up all night. Right? So between, we'll say 10:30 and 12, between 10:30 and 12, they are at the Walgreens, right? At the Walgreens dropping off the prescription. Well, first of all, you have 3 boys at home. Why would you be at home alone? Why would you be at home alone? Doesn't make sense. I swear sometimes I'm like, were those boys somewhere else? Were those boys somewhere else? Because you have the thing that always got me is what's the flute guy? What's his name? Can't think of his name. Anyway, he says that Candace told him that the boys, David Dotson, thank you, that the boys went with her that day, which is interesting. Why would she tell him that? And he was very adamant about that. Let me see if I can find that real quick. I might be able to find it real quick. Maybe.
Autumn is asking, you happened to mention a video that you had seen of Candace showing that Summer and the boys were swimming.
Okay, here it is.
Do you know, was that all of her boys?
Here we go.
Autumn is asking, you happened to mention a video that you had seen of Candace showing that Summer and the boys were swimming.
Yes.
Do you know, was that all of her boys, or was that the young boy we were talking about?
The video I saw was of Summer and her 3 brothers, but not the other young man.
Was it from that day or from a totally separate time that you'd seen that video?
That's that video that she showed me was the day she showed me that day that Summer went missing.
Okay. Did she say it was taken that day or it was taken a different day?
Yes, ma'am. It was taken that day. Okay. They had gone out there swimming.
Okay. Chen asked, because there's a rumor going around that Grandma Candace had left town. Is she still?
I'm gonna play that one more time.
Autumn is asking, you happened to mention a video that you had seen of Candace showing that Summer and the boys were swimming.
Yes.
Do you know, was that all of her boys, or was that the young boy we were talking about?
The video I saw was of Summer and her three brothers, but not the other young man.
Oh, was it from that day or from a totally separate time that you'd seen that video?
That's that video that she showed me was the day she showed me that day that Summer went missing.
Okay. Did she say it was taken that day, or it was taken a different day?
Yes, ma'am. It was taken that day. Okay. They had gone out there swimming.
Okay. Somebody in Chen asked, because there's a rumor going around
So,
that Grandma Candace had left town.
did Candace show him a different video? Is he confused? I think H and Summer and Candace was alone that day at the watering hole, in my opinion. But was he confused? Yeah, I would like to know, what kind of video, did he show? Did they show the horse pond? That would be a good follow-up question, right? A good follow-up question. Okay.
That's, yeah.
Okay. And why did Don call?
I have no idea. He just called. I don't even know if he was working at the time.
Okay.
But if he was working, he obviously wouldn't know that there was some dude looking at the little kids.
So H said he didn't even know if he was working at the time. And I believe Don, in my opinion, was checking to see where Candace was.
Well, everyone knows you called your wife. Could you kind of?
And I 1,000% believe H on that. He had no reason to lie or make something strange up like that. He has no reason whatsoever. Now, Don and Candace deny that that Don called saying there was someone trying to mess with the kids on the hill. Now, it's just interesting how a few hours later, their daughter ends up missing. I think this was part of maybe the plan, in my opinion, but it went south, so therefore they're denying it.
Give us a little details about that. Do you kind of remember, was it morning, afternoon, later afternoon when you called her? Do you remember how that conversation went at all? Because Hunter's saying you called about, two people touching children or whatever. So could you kind of tell us if you remember what time the call was and how that conversation went?
Well, the only thing I know is, I call her from time to time just to see what she's doing, and she said that she's taking care of some prescriptions or whatever. It seemed to me that it was later than that, but because I made up my mind, well, they're busy doing this and whatever, I might as well just stay late at work. So I was working late.
Hey, Don.
Again, I just showed you. They was at the pharmacy when that happened. Working late is not 11:30 or noon. You haven't even had lunch yet. And you're certainly not going to be home alone. You have 3 children there. Makes no sense. That's why, in my opinion, we've looked at everyone around, that we're in the public aware of, at least. But the so many inconsistencies with these parents that they do not want to clear up. They will not answer any of the questions about the inconsistencies at all. They're not cooperating with their daughter's investigation, huge one. And bingo, Smiley, yes. And I'll tell you what, anything after 3:30, forget about it. Forget about it. They just go blank after 3:30. What did Sylvia say? What did she say? Yep, Dawn's slippery. Dawn is slippery. Dawn is deceitful. Very deceitful.
Your wife messaged me and said that you was at home in a 3 o'clock hour, and I have that.
Hold on, we have Mike breaking news. This is a segment for Mike. What is it, Mike? Did you email me, Mike? Okay, Mike emailed me. What did Mike say? I believe Candace or Dawn or both of them buried that child on or near the home. Therefore, she won't be found unless they confess. Hopefully, they will get drunk enough in one night and let it slip. Robin says, I believe you have just falsely and publicly accused innocent parents of a crime. Regardless of whether you are correct or not, may God have mercy on your soul. He did not accuse even those who were proven guilty and said, Jesus said, let he who has not sinned cast the first stone. I'm dropping mine. Well, you just judged the judging there, didn't you? So, I mean, she can see it the way she wants it. Go for it, I guess. But Curse, thank you so much, my love. Gifting 5 memberships. That is so kind of you. Thank you so much. Thank you, my dear. Very kind of you, my dear. Thank you. Yeah, I can read it again, sure. So someone said basically that they believe, they did something to Summer. And then Robin says, I believe you have just falsely and publicly accused innocent parents of a crime. How do you know they're innocent? How do you know they're innocent? And she didn't say, she said she believes. I believe. She didn't publicly accuse anyone. She just said she believed. She just gave her opinion. I believe, in my opinion, allegedly. Just like you said, I believe. So there's that. I believe you have just falsely and publicly accused innocent parents of a crime, regardless of whether you are correct or not. May God have mercy on your soul. He did not accuse even those who were proven guilty. Instead, Jesus said, Jesus said, he who has sinned cast the first stone. I'm dropping mine. Well, yes, he did. He got yesterday. If I thought they were innocent and then Don ripped into share and verify CBS. So, she never had us down. Yeah. We're not JC. That is true. That is true.
As evidence. She did not want nobody to know you was at home.
That's not true. After she messaged you that, if that's not the case.
Do you have?
I I mean, why would she say something?
Precisely, and that's what.
Agree, Lake Superior. I mean, she didn't. She publicly gave her opinion. That's what she did. She didn't. Hey, Libby.
But so they was at the lake, and then Hunter and his, I guess they went. She called and says, "Come by the house," and she begged to take Hunter to the lake with them so they could swim a little bit. And seen them videos, and then I took her back and I said everything was okay in that situation between now.
Yeah. Which situation?
So here, we're going to play this again. We're going to play it a little slower.
The lake, and then Hunter and his, I guess they went. She called and says, "Come by the house," and she begged to take Hunter to the lake with them so they could swim a little bit. And seen them videos, and then I took her back and.
You took who back, Don? Who were you taking back? You had just talked to Candace literally. Let's see here. That was, let me look at my timeline. 12:21 was the TikTok video. 12:21. We know that. 12:21. So it was 11:30, 11:45, 12 o'clock maybe that they were in the Walgreens line drive-through. So within 45 minutes, 45 minutes max, they were at the horse pond, swimming. And it could be as early as 15 minutes. And you said, I took her back. Who are you taking back? Watch, Don. I'm going to slow it down even more. Don catches herself. I took her back.
Everything was okay in that situation between now.
Now, all right. Now, in other videos, Don calls this, in 2 other videos, he says the incident. You guys remember me playing that. The incident that happened at the horse pond. The incident. This time he calls it the situation was okay between them. The situation was okay. We know of no situation or no incident that happened at the horse pond. Everything was supposed to be hunky-dory. They were supposed to be swimming 15 or 20 minutes, which doesn't make sense in the first place, but they were supposed to be swimming 15 or 20 minutes. Okay? So what is this incident? What is this situation that Don keeps saying? What is it?
Yeah. Which situation?
Sir.
Which situation? Sir, which is Don is saying sir to buy time because he's reeling right there.
Situation, sir.
This is all our property here to the left. All this.
Look here.
Our house is up there on top. All this is our property. So I turned straight away in here. There was never somebody that just disappeared without a clue that I know of. I'm sure it happens, but not that I've ever seen in my life.
I need to turn that back. I'm going to slow it down again.
So I turned straight.
We turned, I turned. We turned, I turned. Who's this we? You're saying you took her back, Don. You are lying. Y'all are lying, in my opinion, about this entire day.
There was never somebody that just disappeared without a clue that I know of. I'm sure it happens, but not that I've ever seen in my life. Well, when there's an abduction, I mean, what else would you call it? Yeah, disappearing. I don't understand that. You know, but yeah, if somebody was either hiding in the weeds there, waiting for either come in the basement. But yeah, I mean, we weren't 30 feet. They weren't 30 feet away when she got.
That's the we weren't 30 feet. She wasn't 30 feet away when she got gone.
Yeah. I mean, maybe 40 at the most. Right. I don't know.
Odd.
Saw that night. How well do you know him? And do you know why he was out there around your boys?
Yeah, a lot of our neighbors heard, you know, us screaming Summer's name, and so I think I don't know, you know, I don't know for sure because I wasn't there, but
Don, dude, admit it. Just freaking admit it. You were there, Don. He catches himself. Catches it clear as day.
And do you know why he was out there around your boys?
yeah, a lot of our neighbors heard, you know, us screaming Summer's name, and so
I don't know why it jumps really fast like there. Heard us screaming Summer's name. And so he's going to do a bunch of uhs.
I think I don't know, you know, I don't know for sure because I wasn't there, but I've known him for years.
A lot of neighbors. A lot of neighbors. The ones he says that he doesn't know, apparently. Didn't know him until, you know, Summer got gone.
Well, I'm going to end this show, but I mean, if
This
you
one's
said
it.
everything, I'm not looking into the church people to make you angry.
This one's
I'm
the bomb.
looking into the church people because they were some of the last people around your daughter, Donald.
No, they weren't around her at all. They lived at our house, and nobody was here but me. I wasn't here.
So when
Nobody was here but me. I wasn't here. No, they weren't, Cher. Nobody was here but me. I wasn't here. You are lying, Don, in my opinion.
people around your daughter, Donald.
No, they weren't around her at all. They lived at our house, and nobody was here but me. I wasn't here.
So
No, they weren't around her at all. They was at our house, and nobody was here but me. I wasn't here.
So when Robin tells Chris McDonough in that interview, and she said,
I didn't want to go home and sit by myself. The boys were there. Hunter is confused. He thinks Dawn was home. Remember in the beginning, also, there was some people said the boys were home by themselves. Then they said they weren't home by themselves, that they went to work with Dawn. Candace messaged Jenna saying Dawn was home. Dawn says, I took her back. We turned in here, which that brings me to this. Why are you going to that building, Dawn? That just, hold on. I need to go back to this.
This is all our property here to the left. All this. Our house is up there on top. All this is our property. So I turn straight away in here.
That shed, Rhonda. And the question is, why did he go to that shed? Why did he go to that shed first? We know the things that happens in Dawn's dirty sheds. Why are you going there? And you said, we. Who's the we, Dawn? I took her back. We pulled in here. You guys following? Damn sure does, lip lock. Fred saw Dawn. But was the we? Who's the we? Is Summer the we? I don't know. But that's very disturbing. So we turned, I turned. That's not the place you're going to go. And I'll tell you what else is strange to me. Why? So there's there's like a creek behind these buildings, right? You can't see it from the road. How did he know? Was this just by chance that he pulled in this building and his 3 boys be in the back where the creek and Jody Sue? Did he know that they were down there? And he wanted to check that building for a second? Is that what it was? They were right behind there. Oh, I don't know who's in the side mirror. It's just probably just random traffic. I see you. Oh, thank you, Forget Me Not, for gifting 5 memberships. Thank you, my love. It's very kind of you. If you was one of the ones that got a membership, please thank Forget Me Not for generous donation. Thank you again so much. Y'all are amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, someone Chaz pointing us out. Gotcha. Yeah, this was just Don filming one day random. How do we know about the dashes? What do you mean the dashes? The car dash? Is that what you mean? Everyone seems too thankful. Candace is more responsible for what happens. You could be absolutely right, Mandy. You could absolutely be right. You're very kind, Hazel. But why? Why does he knows that those boys are down there, in my opinion, when he pulls up. He knows. Because the first place you're going to go is to the adults that last seen Summer, which is the last place that she was seen. I mean, Equisearch and everything, what they say is you start at the very last place that the child was seen, and then you work your way out. Well, Dawn should have went straight up that hill first thing. Shovel wrapping left somewhere. I look at my baby girl and think I would crawl through glass to find her and never give up. I agree, Barb. I agree.
For some odd reason that I don't understand, my oldest boy, though, he'll stop from time more better. That for some odd reason that I don't understand, my oldest boy, though, he'll stop from time to time and say he misses his sister, stuff. But your mind has a way of forgetting every now and then. I find myself doing it too. Every now and then I'll just, but then it comes like flooding all back, of course, Yeah. I might get away from it for about 15, 20 seconds, but it'll all come back.
And he goes, yeah, but like I said before, you've been through hell. Me too. Most people cannot understand certain things unless they've been through hell. I never thought I'd be in this situation after all I've been through. God has a plan, I'm sure. As long as we trust him, he promises to work it out for good. I just don't know how I can possibly get over my daughter. I just don't see how. Never expected anything like her. Now just gone. Why do you have to get over your daughter, though? Like, if a kidnapper has her and she's alive and
Yes. Why are you having to get over? Hey, Giselle. How are you, honey? Good to see you. Hey, Michelle. I don't see how they forget anything about this day. Mm-hmm. He's saying he has to get over her. What she's saying, you'll see her in the resurrection. I mean, remember, what I played yesterday. To me, yesterday, it was a eulogy. Playing when he was talking in church. Lord, I'll take up my cross from here on out. Please watch over Summer. I'll see her in the resurrection. This and this. That was a eulogy. That's not a hopeful message. Oh yeah, they forgot Summer's birthday. We showed that yesterday. Just gone. It was a eulogy, in my opinion, at least.
Someone just took her. Why do you have to get over her? You know what I mean?
Wells says he himself has been a victim of online speculation, as he says some have claimed he is involved. Did you have anything to do with your daughter's disappearance?
Well, I'm at work all day, every day, you know. I love my daughter with all my heart, and I try to love everybody. And it's been a real experience, you know, me trying
Watch
to get
this.
for help and seeing the nature. I've never seen anything like this in my life, so it's been quite a lesson to me. I've never been on YouTube or Facebook or anything. I probably never will again if I can help it, but it's been quite an experience. It's been very educational. You know, I've learned a lot.
So, yes or no to the question?
Okay.
You know how when a person is lying, they always give way too much detail because they're trying to pack it in so you will believe them. This is the reason because of this, because of this. And the reporter, God bless her, because she's like, so are you going to answer the question? Now, a father, in my deflect, bingo, Jesse. A father, a mother, or someone innocent, they're going to be like, how dare you? What the hell? Why would you, not Don. He gives all the reasons, but then he says this.
Oh, well, I mean, no.
Yeah. And Sassy Fresh, you know Don, you knew Don and Candace for several years. You're exactly right. Talking in circles. Bingo. Bingo.
They haven't accused you of Candace or anything, right? Guys, I heard
Man,
about
hey, you have to, I have 7 alibis.
What?
If not more. Baby, don't break my fucking door. Come on.
No,
I have 7 alibis. I have 7 alibis. Candace ain't going down. She's going down.
You hear that, Candace? Don says you're going down. I am so sorry, Miss Hanhorn. I'm sorry. Chat's a little busy. I apologize. Good to see you, dear. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. I did see that, though. Has Dawn been calling me? Is Mary in here? Hi, Mary. And Dawn did say that it's possible, maybe probable, that this would be... There you are, Mary. 1 second. Fix this. Goodness gracious, let me fix this. I don't know, like, if it's where y'all live or anything, but my internet has been crap. How did... That's what I'm trying to do. Where's Mary? So nobody, so we know it's her. My internet's been crappy for like 3 weeks. I don't know what's going on. It's crazy. It's really bad. Mary, keep recording. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now where were we? I want to show y'all something else here. I think I do. Okay. Now, y'all have heard that I totally believe.
For years we had not.
We know Don has a police report of him standing outside of a woman's house and then going in and getting panties so he could pleasure himself later. I just threw up in my mouth. And that is not a one-time thing. A person that does that is not a one-time thing. People who are any type of offenders, they cannot be rehabilitated. They cannot be rehabilitated. Oh, really? Please pay attention to Mary. I'm sorry. I'm gabbing. Let me see what Mary says. Mary says. Mary says. Let me see what Mary says. Oh, do-do-da-day. I don't see Mary. Mary. Yes, he called tonight. Oh. And Mary, do tell, do tell, do tell. Give us the do tell, do tell. Red lips, red panties. He's coming to Utah? We've got breaking news, people. Yeah, Mary, if you want to come up, you're welcome to. Absolutely. Absolutely. Is that okay? We'll see what she says. Is that like was he threatening? That's crazy. God only knows. He was probably drunk. I dropped the link for her. I love you, Libby. Don threatens anyone who doesn't believe his BS. No, he's off of probation now. You're welcome to come up, Mary. I don't, no pressure. But if you want to come up, that's fine. If not, understandable. We just want you to be safe. That's the main thing. Yeah, he'll probably get locked up somewhere across for speeding or something. Thank you, my dear. Appreciate you. It's very kind of you. I believe he's off probation now. He is. Yes, he is. I mean, he could be. he's probably threatening while he's that is true. Could that scream be heard? Authorities say no. I believe the scream personally. I think I mean, oh, thank you, Sam. You're very kind. I don't know. I'm telling you though, after the Summer Wells case, y'all, I might go to house plants or skincare. 'Cause, this is a lot. People are crazy on here. I'm telling you. It's like, ooh. Oh, Mary, you came up and you popped down. Give Mary just a second. She's probably getting. She came up, but then she popped down. Hey, True Crime Junkie. I'm not sure if you've shown it, but in the interview where some woman asked Don if they had anything to do with her disappearance. Oh, yeah. We just showed it, True Crime Junkie. Just showed it. Absolutely. Oh, thank you. Just another mother. I'm telling you though, like Summer Wells case, I just can't give up on this little girl. Like I can't let her story dim. We just can't. Like if the public lose interest, then Mary, you want to try that again? Yeah, I dropped it. Okay. I notify FBI since he's crossing state. Well, when Don threatens, he actually really threatens. And he's got away with it for so long. Jody, hang tight. Hang tight, Jody. I did Gabby Petito, Joe Clyde Daniels, and then Summer Wells, and then Monkey Vaughn. Yeah. These kids, it's really difficult. Oh, absolutely. Don absolutely has to feel like he's in control. And yep. Okay. There's Mary. Okay. You want to turn your camera off, Mary, or you can keep it on? It's up to you. Hey, Mary.
Hi, Justin. How are you?
I'm okay, honey. How are you doing? You look upset.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh. What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Can you
can
hear me?
hear you.
Okay. All right. What's going on?
Oh, I just yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know that
So is he
started
calling?
me again.
Is he calling you drunk per normal?
I think he is drunk.
Yeah. And he's saying he's coming to Utah? I think there's a delay or something.
Yes, there is. Hold on a minute. Let me see. Oh my goodness. Um, stop.
You got your YouTube cut out?
Let's see.
Make sure your YouTube's off. She's so upset.
Oh, okay. Is that better?
Uh, is it good?
Is it good?
Yep. Yep. We're good now.
Okay.
Okay.
Sweet.
We got it.
Okay.
We got it. Um,
Okay. Awesome.
so what? Don called you. He's drinking and doing his normal behavior, it sounds like.
Yeah.
And
He called me a couple of weeks ago and left that threatening message that he said he sold his house. He's off parole and he's coming to Utah to get me to break my jaw. That was a couple of weeks ago. I got a hold of the cops the next morning. So they've got it all documented. And
good.
they just said to get a hold of him if he ever comes or um, threatens me again, which he did tonight. He started calling me. I didn't answer the phone, but he left a voicemail, and he's something about I was a effing cunt and I'm coming to Utah, bitch, and then he hung up. So
Just his normal MO. Don, grow up.
yeah,
Grow
yeah,
up. You
yeah.
should
He's
worry
59 years old.
yeah. 60-year-old man. Like he is literally a senior citizen now. He's
Yeah.
literally a senior citizen. At 55, you're a senior citizen and you are acting like this. No wonder you say you
Hmm.
have the prison mentality. Don,
Yeah.
stop. God, Mary,
Yeah.
I know this has to
So
upset you and stuff. Have you talked to your parents about it?
no, actually, I was just
Going up.
over there last Wednesday. It was my mom's birthday, so I did get a chance to go over there for about an hour and see her. So,
Yeah,
but yeah, I really can't talk to him. My dad is he was sleeping, so I didn't even get to see him.
right.
But my mom, she got up and stuff, and I talked to her for a while. But yeah, I didn't bring anything up because I don't want to make them upset either. You
I
know what I mean?
understand. I understand they're old. You don't want
So
to make them worry and
yeah,
about, they've it sounds like Don's kind of been bailed out his whole life, where the family could, try to get him out of, the messes that he caused all around there. But you need to definitely, because this more than any of us know it. He's crazy when he gets like that. He
yeah,
he gets crazy. And the thing about Don is when he sees red, you can't talk to him. There's no talking to him. And then he comes down. Like then he starts apologizing. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, this, oh, that. But man, like he's got to grow up,
yeah. Sometime you would think.
of course. Um,
Yeah,
and
but yeah, I just
just
wanted. Josh and Chris is going to talk about it too. I believe Sunday night.
yeah,
So, but yeah, I told the cops. I mean, if he comes here, I do have a gun. You know,
good.
and that's the only thing he's going to see from me or my husband. So,
Well,
and the cops told me if I have to take any means that I need to to protect myself. I mean, I really don't think he's going to come here. It's just his drunken
Right.
rage because he's pissed off at me, but never
Right.
know.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing is there is so many eyes on Don that if he goes out of town, we pretty much know. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
someone knows. So you got a
Yeah.
kind of a head start, which is a good thing. I don't know if you have cameras, but even a door cam or something would
Hmm.
help for sure. Um,
Yeah.
this alcohol and the way that they live, it's no way to live, Mary. Like, especially at his age. It's I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's
Yeah.
it
It's okay, Justin. I mean,
it's not
it's
okay. It's not okay. It's not.
he's
No, it's
he's just so I don't know how to. I mean, I do know how to take him. I mean, he really sometimes he bothers me, but it's just basically his voice. I hate his voice.
mhm.
you
It's
know.
the sound of it,
So
yeah. Mhm.
yeah,
I mean, I think we've all
yeah,
known someone and you hear their voice and you're like, it's just like, you know, down a chalkboard almost or something. Um,
yeah, yeah,
but if you have literally an army, you have Summer's army behind you as well, and
yeah,
he's just basically a wild caged animal. It seems, and that's where he belongs, in my opinion, as a cage.
mhm,
But um,
yeah, yeah. He
he's
has
he.
absolutely no respect for anybody
Oh
or
no, no,
anything.
no.
Yeah,
I mean, I was showing a video yesterday with it was when him and Candace was fighting, and the person interviewing him, she's like, "I'm sorry," and like that, and he's like, "Yeah," but he wants the respect. He wants the respect,
yeah,
and he certainly doesn't want a woman talking to him like that.
yeah,
But
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
you, I don't know,
Yeah,
Mary.
he's very very pissed off right now. I mean, I had to shut my phone off because he started texting and calling me as soon as
Mhm.
I'm guessing he's seeing your show right now because as soon as you guys started talking about me and coming up, he all of a sudden started sending all these messages. So,
Don, stop. This
yeah,
Don, honest to God, this does not help you any at all. This does not,
yeah,
like, just it doesn't help you. This does not help you. This only reaffirms what we're saying. So, you know,
yeah.
the best thing you can do is change change your behavior. So, yeah, keep all the messages and everything like that for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, he just keeps on and keeping on. He's so pissed off right now, and it's like I'll go a couple weeks, maybe even a month, and then all of a sudden he starts calling me, and it's like,
Mhm.
now what's going
Well,
on, you know?
he
And
he
I
gets in his
haven't been on
mind.
YouTube for weeks or months, and he's still, and he's calling me, and he's all pissed off, and it's like, really, what,
Barb,
you
you don't have to
know?
worry about that. I don't give Don a
So,
link here. Don has never been on my channel. I have no reason to have Don on my channel. So you don't have to worry about that. Not on my
yeah, yeah.
channel.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you can see this or not, the text and everything. But
Hold on, let me see if I'll try.
let's
Hold on one
see.
second. Hold on, I can do
This
it one
is
second. Here. Well, maybe. One second.
let's see.
It says, got my job back in Utah. Are you happy?
And then right after that, right after he,
Oh, hold on. Oops. Go ahead.
he called me and left a message, and he said something to the effect of effing cunt, and then he goes, "I'm coming to Utah, bitch," and then he hung up. So, and I've got that. I already gave that. The police have been here. They've got everything recorded. And
Good.
then, I don't
Well,
know if you guys can see this or not, but
you know,
he says, "Are you happy?"
do
And then
you
he
have
sends me a
any place
text.
I
He
can stay for
says,
2 months, bitch?
right. And
You
I was like, what's that all about?
you can't prove shit. All you do is pure lies, bitch, nasty, hateful, CUNT. I effing hate you, Mary, effing CUNT, lying, BITCH. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. What a
That's the
life
last
to
one.
live.
Yeah. And it
What
looks
a
like he
life
sent
to
me, he
live.
left. I don't know if you guys can hear this or not. Let's see what he has to say. He left me another voicemail. Let's see if you guys can hear it. Because I want everybody to know how he treats me. And I
Absolutely.
don't even do anything, and it's like, really? Let's see.
Hey, you lying fucking cunt, bitch. Fuck you.
Did you hear that?
Oh, yeah, we heard it very clearly.
Okay.
He's definitely drunk.
Here's the other one he left. Here's the other one he left earlier.
Oh, Mary, you're such a dumb fucking cunt. I'm on my way to Utah, bitch.
Well,
so there you go.
Don, if you go to Utah, I'm sure Utah would love to have you behind a cage, just like you've say yourself you've grown across the United States. You say for you it's like a vacation, so whatever, Don.
Yeah.
What's wrong with
Yeah.
him? Something's really wrong with him.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a threat.
Yeah. Yeah,
That is a
see,
threat.
and I called the cops, and I couldn't a couple of weeks ago I couldn't go down here to Davis County and get a restraining order put against him. But I guess I have to go to Weber County because that's where I live. Anyways, the cops have it all recorded, and plus the one cop told me that they're constantly around where I'm at, and they're gonna beef up patrol just in case. So, but I just told him, I said, if he comes here, the only thing he's getting is a gun in his face. So
Right. Well, you know what?
yeah.
I don't think he will do that. I really don't think he will. But we also know that
Yeah, I
he
don't
has
think he will
driven
either.
from
But
Utah to Tennessee whenever he gets mad as well. When Jose was there. So you can't put nothing past him. But the thing is, now there is so many eyes on him that we'll know he's out of town. So someone will know. Trust.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
is he working? Is he working? I
I
think he's working.
doubt
Right?
it.
So,
He
well,
might be, but I doubt it.
who knows?
So
Who knows? Just sad. A 60-year-old man, 59-year-old man acting like this, who has a missing daughter, has 3 kids, 3 boys as well.
Mm-hmm.
He could be spending his time working on that. Priorities, man. Priorities.
Yeah, definitely. He's definitely got a screw loose somewhere.
Yeah, y'all have just, I know it's been a hell of a time for you guys, Mary.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a rough road. And the thing of it is, Justin, they don't act like parents who have a daughter missing. They say that they're trying to find her and everything, but they haven't done nothing. Nothing.
Nothing.
And I told Donnie a couple of weeks ago when he was calling me. Um, I didn't want to talk to him, so I was sending him texts, and I was like, the very first interview that you did through the television, the station there, when he was
Mm-hmm.
standing there with his son, I
Mm-hmm.
told him, I said, the first thing that came out of your mouth was, I'll see her in the resurrection. I told him, I said, Donnie, you got a daughter missing. You don't say that. Basically, to me and everybody else, that pretty much tells us she's already dead, you know?
Well, the
And
way,
his
yeah. Go ahead.
his comeback was, oh, I was nervous. I'm like, even if you are nervous, you at least plead for your daughter's return, especially if you think somebody took her,
Well, he's still saying it
right?
today, even. I don't think he's
Yeah,
nervous after this, you know, being interviewed this many times. So it's
yeah,
for them, for Don and Candace, it is a life of excuses and no accountability. That is all it
yeah.
is. Well, because this
Hmm.
happened, you know, it's because of them or it's
Yeah,
because of them. It's never because of what they
yeah,
did, my actions.
yeah.
It's sad.
Yep, and they're constantly putting the blame. Well, Donnie is. He's blaming everybody, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I
Yeah.
think Dudley's had something to do with it. Oh, well, I think all the meth heads around here had something to do with it. Oh,
He
and
would know the
he's
meth
even
heads.
blamed me.
Oh, he's
He's
blamed
even blamed me, and
YouTubers.
I didn't even know he had a daughter.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just crazy.
I don't know. I think
But
honestly, as the life that Don and Candace have lived for so many years, something was bound to happen eventually. Though, just in my opinion, just the way that Mary put phone on silent and let him text and mess you, please, okay, as a law advocate, okay, if upsets you, don't listen to them, but needs them recorded. Thank you, Miss
yeah,
Kirby.
yeah, the cops have it all. They were here tonight. They took everything down, and um,
Good,
so yeah,
good. You hear
yeah,
that, Don? Stop.
yeah.
It
So
doesn't help you. It
yep,
helps nothing. Helps nothing.
yeah, yeah. And so hopefully, um, maybe the cops down here will get a hold of his parole officer or the cops in Tennessee.
Engage you.
I'm sure he's going to get a talking to, or might even go to jail for a while.
Well,
Because I don't know if
ta
it's
ta.
a violation of you know.
Let's give him the Miss
Yeah,
America wave. How
yeah,
about that?
right. Yeah, yeah.
Um, I don't
Mhm.
know. It's
Yep.
time to grow up, and
Oh,
I look forward to Chris's live tomorrow. He's having Dr. Gary on, and I look forward to Josh's live. I know they'll be talking
yes.
about it, and
Yeah,
um,
I talked to Chris tonight. I called him right after Donnie left that message and everything. So
good.
yeah, they're going to be talking about that tomorrow. So
Well, you can't threaten people all the damn time and get
mm,
away. Don Don threatens lives. That's the thing Don does. Like he doesn't like the threats are vicious, vicious.
yeah,
And
yeah,
if I told Josh if I was him, I would have called the cops. He threatened me like that. I would have.
yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, and also, yeah, he's not off probation.
he's not.
Because I've
Okay,
gotten a
thank
hold
you.
of his probation officer. I
There we
probably won't
go.
get a call back till Monday. So, but maybe he'll get thrown in jail.
Well, I think
So at least for a
I
little
think
while.
that may be a message he's been trying to put out, saying that he's off probation just because they think he,
Yeah.
for a reason. I'll just say that. So
Yeah.
it's good to know that he's not, though.
Yeah.
I didn't think he would get off that
Yeah.
early, to be honest with you. When they said, "Oh, he's off probation," I thought, "What? He would get off that quick?"
Yeah. I mean, he might be, but I don't know. I called and left a message for them to get a hold of me. So we'll find out Monday, and at least Monday anyway. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah. Yeah. But anyways, I'll
Yeah.
let you go, Justin. I just wanted to let
Well,
everybody know he's being Donnie. So
no, it's not. This is just a situation that I pray to God in heaven that there is a resolution to Summer soon, Mary, and I know you do. And this has just been the hardest thing for so many people.
yeah,
And
it
I know that
has.
being
Yeah.
a family member, it's time. It is so time. Please, Lord. All right, my dear,
Right,
stay
yes.
strong.
Please
We're
answer
gonna,
our prayers.
amen. Amen to that. I appreciate you, dear.
Yes. Yeah. You have a good night, Justin.
You too, my dear. Come up anytime. Bye bye. I think there's a little bit of a delay there. All right, y'all. Well, is he ever going to grow up? Probably not. Probably not. Yeah. Yeah. Well, she's doing all the right things. She's documenting it, and she's in touch with the police. And, Don is nearly a 60-year-old man. Well, this is the thing. Don's definitely not wanting to go to Utah jail or prison. So he's just trying to get himself there quicker, it seems like, one way or another. Yeah, at 60, it's just, it's kind of written already. Yeah, she's got an army behind her, to say the least. To say the least. Does he know the walls is closing? I don't know. Yeah. 59. Yeah. Well, it just, you know what? He does that. Let the public know. Donnie's not changing. I'm telling you. Y'all, Donnie's not changing. I'm just going to tell you that.
You said obviously no Don's there, but like the mother and all those other people, are they still cooperating?
No, they're not cooperating right now. They have attorneys.
You have every right to have an attorney, but you should be cooperating with your daughter's investigation. Don't turn your back. Mm-hmm. He is full of, there's just something wrong. There's just really something wrong. Mm-hmm. All right, guys, I've been on here 2 hours, 19 minutes. I'm going to call it a night. Don't make sure that y'all see Chris's live tomorrow with Dr. Gary. 7 or 8 tomorrow, I think it is. Hold on. Let me make sure I got the time right. And then Josh will be live after that, when that ends. 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. The interview, Summer Wells, with Dr. Gary on there. You don't want to miss it for sure. Yes, if you guys don't mind hitting the thumbs up, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. God bless each and every single one of you. Justice for Summer Moon Utah Wells. justice for Monkey Michael Vaughn, the Cow City Boys, all of the missing children. Good night and God bless.